At St. Louis Closet Company, we not only design and install custom closets, but we are a full-blown manufacturer. The custom closets are made right here, in-house. Today, we'd like to share with you a behind-the-scenes look at what our manufacturing process looks like. The manufacturing process begins with the delivery of all our raw materials: bunks of thermal-fused laminates, 600-foot-long spools of PVC edge banding, pounds of screws and bolts, hinges and drawer pieces. From there, the manufacturing begins at one of St. Louis Closet Company's 2 Holzma saws, which are German-made precision beam saws. These saws are able to simultaneously cut up to 4 sheets of material at one time in sizes up to 10 foot by 10 foot with several customization and optimization features. Next, the product makes its way to the Homag EdgeTech edge banders. These industry-specific machines are also specially made in Germany. While they appear to perform a simple task, they are actually very complex with hundreds of moving parts. The PVC edge banding material is both color and grain matched to be precisely paired with St. Louis Closet Company finishes. The banding is applied with a hot melt glue system, cut, trimmed, and buffed down. A guillotine then cuts the edge banding to length on both the front and back side. A buffing wheel cleans and restores luster to the edges of the banding. St. Louis Closet Company Rayfix stations create precise holes for cams, providing additional support for shelving. Because St. Louis Closet Company systems are floor-based, meaning the structure weight of the system is applied directly downward on the floor, our systems are supported by vertical panels. These panels have holes drilled at 32mm spacing. Our Ritter line boring machines, which are CNC controlled and servo driven, can drill up to 150 of these holes at one time. For some orders, there are also specialty parts including color-matched crown, backing, flat moldings, metal baskets, and accessories. We also have a dedicated rod cutting room at St. Louis Closet Company so as to assure that there is no risk of allowing any metal filings to potentially scrape the wood finishes. Each rod is custom cut exactly 6mm shorter than the finished shelving section so as to allow for the perfect final fit into the rod-specific cups. For orders that feature doors and drawers, we have a dedicated area in our manufacturing plant where we custom make doors and drawers by utilizing several Bloom machines. For doors, there is a particular hole pattern needed for each hinge location. The Bloom machine is able to drill all of these holes and insert the hinge hardware. For drawers, depending on which design is selected, it can take up to 4 separate sub-steps at different Bloom machines to make a final completed drawer. At the completion of all these steps, all the manufactured parts are stacked in a special sequence in our staging area. From there, they can be easily loaded into one of our specially outfitted and fully equipped installer vehicles for safe transport to the customer's home or business on the day of their installation. It's important to note that all St. Louis Closet Company manufacturing machinery requires exact specifications for compressed air, electrical, and dust extraction. All of our compressed air is filtered and run through a chiller to eliminate all humidity and moisture. This air is regulated to provide an exact and constant air pressure for each machine. Dust extraction occurs via 2 dust collectors, which remove sawdust from the workstations and filter the air. As with so many other aspects of St. Louis Closet Company, our entire manufacturing process aims to utilize as many green practices as possible. For example, the heat from the manufacturing machines is recycled back to heat the shop during winter months, and during the summer months, that excess heat is diverted out the roof in order to provide a cooler working environment for the whole team. To learn more about St. Louis Closet Company and our manufacturing process, please visit stlouisclosetco.com.